I know everyone loves to scroll through real estate websites or YouTube channels like this one to drool over all the beautiful homes. But I recently had someone comment that they wanted to see more affordable properties in my videos. So today we're going to explore the top 7 most affordable suburbs of Raleigh, North Carolina. My name is Matt Martin, and I'm a realtor in the Raleigh area of North Carolina. I've helped tons of clients relocate to the Triangle region, including into some of these suburbs we'll see today. And if you're looking to do the same, I'd love to help you too. And if you'd like to see more videos like this, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe right down below. So, what's the definition of affordable? Well, of course that varies for everyone, but for purposes of this video, I defined it as any Wake County suburb or city within a 30-minute drive of downtown Raleigh with a median single-family home price below that of the county at large. And as of year-end 2023, the median single-family home price across Wake County, which is the county that includes Raleigh, was $535,000. So let's check out the top 7 suburbs of Raleigh with a median home price under that threshold. And if you want a full breakdown of the top 20 suburbs of the Triangle for most expensive to least, be sure to check out my video here. First up, we have Fuquay Varina, which is always a fun one for newbies to learn how to say correctly. The median home price here is $525,000, which is about 5% below the county's, and property spent an average of just 2 weeks on the market. Fuquay Varina actually straddles 2 counties, Wake and Harnett, and it used to be 2 separate cities, Fuquay Springs and Varina, that merged in the 1960s. That means there's actually 2 separate downtowns, but they're only about a mile apart from each other on North Main Street, and they're both incredibly charming with great restaurants, coffee shops, breweries, and shopping. Fuquay Varina is about a 30-minute drive from downtown Raleigh, and it's seen explosive growth over the past few years, making it the 2nd fastest growing town in all of North Carolina. This is mainly due to the fact that the I-540 Outer Beltline expansion will be opening soon, which will greatly improve connectivity to the rest of the Triangle, including the airport and Research Triangle Park. If you have any questions about the I-540 expansion project, leave me a comment down below and I'll be happy to expand on it. There are currently 100 properties on the market in Fuquay Varina under $500,000, averaging about 2,000 square feet, and about 60% of them are new construction homes. Check out this 5-bed, 5-bath, nearly 3,200 square foot new construction listed for $476,000. Or this cute 1,500 square foot ranch listed for $340,000. Next up, we have Garner, where the median home price is 20% below the county at $435,000, and property spent an average of just 15 days on the market. Garner is an awesome place to consider if you want to be super close to downtown Raleigh without paying Raleigh prices. While it does span a pretty large geographical area, the northern parts of Garner are only about 10 minutes from downtown Raleigh, while the southern parts of the city will benefit from the I-540 expansion expected to open in late 2024. The downtown has been restored recently and has a very old southern feel with brick buildings and the train tracks running right alongside it. We've seen a lot of new communities coming up in Garner, especially closer to the I-40 expansion, with larger nationwide builders like Lennar leading the charge on many new subdivisions. There are currently 56 properties on the market in Garner under $500,000, averaging about 2,100 square feet, and about 35% of them are new construction homes. Check out this nearly 2,100 square foot, 4-bed, 3-bath home built in 2019, currently listed at just under $450,000. And this 4-bed, 4-bath Craftsman from 2017 for $425,000. Next on the affordability list is Clayton, where the median home price is 25% below the county at $405,000, and property spent an average of 19 days on the market. Clayton straddles 2 counties as well, Wake and Johnston, and I've included sales from both in these stats. Clayton is the southeasternmost part of the Triangle and is undergoing incredible amounts of growth, putting it at number 5 on the list of fastest growing towns in the entire state. Here, you'll find everything from rural farms to brand new subdivisions, and things are changing every day as new communities are going up. Coming in 2025 will be the North Waterfront District, which will be a large development consisting of waterfront restaurants, a tavern, hotel, condos, and other mixed-use locations. Not only is there a ton of new housing, but major pharma companies are taking note, most notably Novo Nordisk. You may know them better as the maker of Ozempic, and the success of that drug has led Novo to recently purchase over 100 acres in Clayton to expand on its already impressive footprint there. There are currently 165 properties on the market in Clayton under $500,000, averaging about 2,000 square feet, and 50% of them are new construction homes. Check out this 5-bed, 4-bath, 3,000 plus square foot home listed just under $500,000, and this 1,850 square foot Craftsman with 4 beds and 3 baths listed for $385,000. Working our way down the list, next up is Knightdale, which is identical to Clayton with a median home price of $405,000. But properties here spent just an average of 12 days on the market. It's located just east of Raleigh, so it's super quick to get to downtown, about 10 minutes. And it's bordered on its west by I-540 for super convenient access to Research Triangle Park and RDU Airport in 30 minutes, and Durham in 40 minutes. Plans were also just announced to complete the last leg of the I-540 Beltline that would join up in Knightdale. So this area is going to have much better access in the coming years to areas south and west that were previously only accessible by local roads. So if you're looking to be super close to all the action, but in a quieter setting, Knightdale could be a great option for you. There are currently just 36 properties on the market in Knightdale under $500,000, averaging about 1,950 square feet, and only 6 of them are new construction homes. Check out this stone and shingle new build with 4 beds, 3 baths, and 2,500 square feet for $499,000, and the stacked stone facade traditional home from the late 1990s with 3 beds, 3 baths, 2,500 square feet, and the elusive finished basement, all for just $370,000. Next up, we have Wendell, where the median home price is 26% below the county at $400,000, and property spent an average of 9 days on the market. Wendell is just east of Knightdale and about 20 minutes from downtown Raleigh. It has seen massive growth in the last 5 years with the development of Wendell Falls, which is a one-stop shop community that will eventually feature 3,000 to 4,000 homes, multiple restaurants, miles of trails, its own medical facilities, shopping, and more. Wendell Falls is an awesome option for those looking to have easy access to Raleigh at a fraction of the price. And historic downtown Wendell is really cute. There are currently 93 properties on the market in Wendell under $500,000, averaging about 1,950 square feet, and a whopping 73% of them are new construction homes. This is because of the massive development happening in Wendell Falls, which accounts for the bulk of sales in this suburb. Check out this cheery yellow-doored 3-bed, 3-bath, 2,400 square foot home in Wendell Falls, listed for $470,000. And this 2020 home a bit closer to downtown Wendell with 3 beds, 3 baths, and nearly 2,100 square feet for $355,000. We're inching closer to the most affordable suburb of Raleigh, and next up we have Willow Springs. I say that because you will hear it pronounced both with and without that final S, and different people have different explanations for why, but that's for another conversation. The median home price is $395,000, which is 27% lower than the county at large, and homes spent an average of 19 days on the market in Willow Spring. Willow Spring is an unincorporated community, so you'll have lower taxes here since town services are not provided. So things like water will be handled by community utility companies, sewage by individual septic systems, trash by private companies, and policing by the county sheriff. The area has seen quite a bit of growth recently, also driven by the impending opening of the I-540 extension, but it will have a more rural feel than others on this list. But with that, you'll get more quiet, typically more land, and you still have easy access to downtown Raleigh, which is only about a 30-minute drive away. There are currently just 22 properties on the market in Willow Spring, under $500,000, averaging about 1,900 square feet, and nearly 50% of them are new construction homes. Check out this brand new home with 4 beds, 3 baths, and over 2,100 square feet, listed for just under $460,000. And this 1,564 square foot new build with 3 beds, 3 baths, sitting on 1.3 acres for $333,000. And finally, we get to number 1 on the list, Zebulon, where the median home price is a whopping 34% lower than the county at large at $360,000. And properties spent an average of just 9 days on the market. Zebulon is the easternmost city on the list and is on the easternmost edge of Wake County, but it's still only about a 25 to 30-minute drive from downtown Raleigh. That said, because it's so far east, it's not the best option for those who work in Research Triangle Park or Durham. Zebulon is pretty tiny with a population of only about 8,000 people. So if you're looking for a small town feel with super friendly people and bigger city access, this could be a great option for you. The public schools are highly rated, receiving an A on niche.com, and there are multiple great parks. And while the downtown is cute with its own bourbon distillery, there aren't a ton of big box options here. You'll find those further west in Wendell, Knightdale, or of course, Raleigh. There are currently 96 properties on the market in Zebulon under $500,000, averaging about 2,000 square feet, and over 75% of them are new construction homes. You can get this 2,500 square foot home from 2014 with 4 beds and 3 baths on just over an acre for just under $440,000. Or this 1,625 square foot new build Craftsman on half an acre with 3 beds and 3 baths for under $335,000. I will note that Raleigh itself would have made the list based on its median home price of $515,000, but its average home price of $663,000 exceeds the county average, so I excluded it from this video. So those are the top 7 most affordable Raleigh suburbs. If you currently live in any of these cities, leave me a comment down below. I'd love to hear your pros and cons. And if you're ready to kick off your home search in the Triangle region, be it in one of these 7 suburbs or otherwise, I'd love to chat. You can find all my contact information below.